Well, first off, I know I feel like I started last week's press conference with a shout out to Coach Gibbons. I'm going to take the time to do the same right now. I just heard on the way in here that he got his 600th win. Just an awesome achievement for an awesome man. And, what he's done with this program over the years is really done a lot for the Patriot League and for women's basketball. So a huge kudos to him. Awesome for him to get that achievement today. With our game today, just a lot of hard work. And I think we've talked all season. I remember grabbing our players when we came off the locker room or came off the floor at American and said, hey, this only counts as one loss. It doesn't feel very good. But this is about how we are the next time we see American. And hopefully that game means something at the end of the year, and it did for us, obviously to solidify the 2 seed, which was great. But 1,000 times more important than that was to be playing great basketball at the end of the year. And anybody that's been willing to listen to me all season said this was, like all seasons, but this one in particular was about building a team, building the way to play and playing strong basketball at the end of February and into March. And still obviously a lot to accomplish, but if that was the goal at that point, then obviously mission accomplished for us. Today's win was awesome. I think you play any team, but you play American, they're going to take a lot of things away from you. And I think the way that we played today, we can look at it and say, if we happen to play this team again, we know we can play better than what we did today. I don't think we played a perfect game. I don't think we played lights out at any spot. Made some mistakes, able to use some adjustments from the last time, and also we're able to keep some things in our pocket if we see them again. So I think it was an awesome win. We are going to celebrate it because that's what you're supposed to do after wins, and I was really, really excited to see how jacked our kids were to get this win here for Kat, Romaine, and the rest of the class. I don't think we intentionally tried to muck it up, but I think the way that you've seen us play defensively, it's been a big focus for us not to allow teams to be comfortable. I mean, that's about as efficient of offense as you're going to probably see, and probably the most efficient offense I've seen in 6 years here in this league. To hold them to 9 assists, to hold them to 32% shooting. I don't think we did anything with the free throws today. I know they struggled from the free throw line, but I thought they were a bit out of rhythm today, and I thought our players locked into scout, locked into tendencies, and did a really good job. So sometimes that, I use the term muck it up, but obviously they're going to make you really play physically on both ends. I don't think we were clean all the time. I don't think we were efficient in every way offensively, but I'll tell you what, man, we had some kids make some big-time plays today, and that's what it's all about this time of year.
Coach said before the pregame talk that today was all about making memories, and this was such a fun game to play in, and I was so proud to be a part of this team and see everyone fight so hard at the end of that game. So yeah, it was a very meaningful win for me, and there's no one else that I'd rather win that game with.
I don't know if I knew that we had beaten them 5 times in a row here in this building. It doesn't seem like it because I don't think any of those games have been comfortable. I think that this has been I don't know if you're going to call it a rivalry, but I think they've been a very, very good program over the years. I think we've gotten ourselves to that point as well. Just always really good games, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of those, at least one of them went to overtime. There's a couple of Patriot League tournament games in there that it's never like you felt like you got out of the game and like, oh, man, we played awesome against those guys. They're going to challenge you. They're going to make you go to some secondary things and make you play out of your comfort zone. I'm just proud that we've been able to do that to them, too, because especially this year, that's just about as hard an offense to guard as maybe there is out there.
Well, Coach has definitely been telling me to, attack the basket strong and be, poised and just, confident in my drive. So I've been, trying to focus more on that, and that's been definitely helping. Focusing on attacking the rim and just staying in attack mode, making sure keeping the defense honest. It will open up my teammates, so just staying consistent in that aspect. So that's what I really focused on. Yes, yeah, I try to start every game recently like that ever since Coach was on me about being confident, going to the basket strong. So yes, definitely that was in my head while pre-game talk.
You didn't see that she got subbed about 2-3 minutes to start the game because she wasn't aggressive, and then there was a couple possessions right there between when we sent the sub in and when she actually came out, and I thought during that stretch she actually was a lot more aggressive. I thought she hit a 3 when it was open, and she's just such a skilled and such a talented and special offensive player that I just don't think we were taking advantage of enough. I don't think she was utilizing her skill set, and this is a team that has a lot of offensive firepower, and if we can get everybody clicking on the same day, then this is going to be a fun team to watch.
Well, I think they assumed that Kate was going to take the last shot, which is pretty good guess just because she's been playing so well recently. And they double teamed her. My girl sunk off, and she threw me a great pass. And I was just wide open in the corner. Didn't know if I should shoot it because I didn't know how much time was left on the shot clock, and I just kind of put it up there. Didn't think it was going to go in, but somehow it got the right bounce and went in the basket.
Rebounding was big for us today, and we kind of let them get a few offensive rebounds at the beginning of the game. So that was kind of our focus in the second half, and I thought we did a great job down the stretch of getting big boards when they counted. I think on offense, we have a better flow to our offense now, and that just comes with time and getting those new kids into the flow of the offense. So I think we're clicking a lot better on offense, and then I think the biggest improvement over the last few months has been defense. And just as a team, we've really bought into locking down players and playing a team defense. So I think that's been a great improvement.
I mean, I think, again, I think we just have a team right now of kids making plays. You know, we talked about Ellie's 3 right there, and rightfully so. That was a big-time bucket. But, you know, the shot goes in, and everybody's going to see and remember that. People don't realize how tough of a pass that was for Kate to throw going to her left like that, for her to be able to see that double coming, for her to be able to see and trust that Ellie was over there. It wasn't perfect on, but I think the other big-time play was Ellie getting up and being able to catch the ball. I think she looked at her feet, looked at the line maybe on the way down, was able to stay in bounds. I mean, obviously the 3 going in and getting a good bounce was awesome, but that doesn't happen if Kate's not able to make that play and Ellie's not able to make that shot. I thought the other big play of the game, and I know everybody's going to talk about Kai's 4-point play, again, justifiably so. I don't know if anybody else in the building saw the play of the game, probably the screen of the season, completely on her own from Kate Walker coming down, screening the weak side of that, and got Kai open, forced I think it was Ladane to kind of get through that screen and still close out. So kudos to, I don't remember who, I was watching the ball. Maybe Rachel threw the pass, whoever made the pass, but I think the play of the game right there was Kate Walker setting that screen completely on her own on the backside before Kai's shot. So I think if you're looking at kids at this time of year who are comfortable enough in our offense to run our offense, but also to go out there and make plays, I like this group right now. Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, for us right now, like I said at the beginning, you want to be playing your best basketball at this time of the year, and I think we're doing that. You know, so I think, you know, there's always a high level of confidence when you're playing well. So I think we're there right now. At the same point, you know, we're not looking past anything but Wednesday. You know, we may have solidified whatever seeding is out there for us, but we've been focused on the next game all season. We've been focused on getting better. We're not talking about winning a championship. Even last year's team, we didn't talk about winning a championship during the season. That was more off-season talk. During the season, it's getting better and focusing on that next game, and I trust that we'll come out and play really well on Wednesday.